Commander Zelthrin of the Vakrian Empire stood before the holographic display, his triple-jointed fingers dancing across the controls. The image of Earth rotated slowly, a blue marble suspended in the darkness of space. To his multifaceted eyes it looked unremarkable, another primitive world ripe for conquest. Their military capabilities are laughable, his tactical officer reported, mandibles clicking with amusement. Kinetic weapons, chemical propellants. They haven't even mastered plasma technology. Zelthrin's thorax vibrated with satisfaction. The Vakrian Empire had conquered 47 worlds in the past cycle alone. This would be their easiest victory yet. The humans had sent diplomatic envoys, desperate representatives who wheezed and stumbled through the Empire's vessels, speaking of peace and cooperation. They looked fragile, soft with their thin limbs and single pair of eyes. Initiate the invasion protocol, Zelthrin commanded. The first wave descended upon Earth's capitals. Vakrian shock troops, each standing 3 meters tall with exoskeletons hardened by generations of genetic refinement, materialized in the heart of New York, Beijing, London, and Mumbai. They expected immediate surrender. What they found instead was resistance. Sergeant Maria Rodriguez squeezed the trigger of her rifle, watching the first alien warrior stumble backward. The creature was massive, armored, and according to intelligence reports should have shrugged off her rounds like raindrops. Instead, it collapsed to its knees, chittering in apparent agony. They're going down easier than expected. Her squad mate shouted over the chaos. Maria didn't understand it either, but she wasn't complaining. The aliens moved strangely as if wading through invisible water. Their powerful legs, designed to leap across the low-gravity fields of their homeworld, buckled under their own weight. Their aim was erratic, weapons firing wildly as they struggled to adjust to the simple act of standing upright. One alien warrior attempted to charge her position. On its native world of Vakros, where gravity was merely a third of Earth's, such a charge would have been devastating. Here the creature managed 3 labored steps before its respiratory system gave out, and it collapsed, gasping for air that was too thick, too heavy, too oxygen-rich for its delicate biology. Aboard the command vessel, Zelthrin watched in horror as his invasion forces crumbled. The tactical display showed unit after unit going dark. His warriors, the pride of the Empire, were being slaughtered by primitives wielding chemical weapons. "What is happening?" he demanded. The science officer's voice trembled. "Commander, we miscalculated. Earth's gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. Our homeworld is only 3.2. Their atmospheric pressure is triple what our species evolved in. The oxygen content is—" "Speak plainly," Zelthrin shrieked. "Sir, to them, we are deep-sea creatures pulled to the surface. To us, their world is a crushing hell. Every step requires 3 times the energy. Every breath is an overdose. Their bodies are forged in a crucible we cannot survive. On the ground, human forces pressed their advantage. What they didn't fully comprehend yet was that they weren't just fighting aliens. They were fighting gravity itself, and gravity was their oldest ally." Private James Chen watched an alien commander try to rally its troops in Central Park. The creature was magnificent, even in defeat, with ceremonial armor that caught the sunlight. It raised what appeared to be a plasma rifle, the first truly advanced weapon the humans had seen. The alien pulled the trigger. The weapon's recoil, negligible on Vakros, sent the creature flying backward, its arm snapping like a dried twig. It hit the ground and didn't rise again. Within 6 hours, the invasion was over. The few surviving Vakrians retreated to their ships, desperate to escape the death world below. But even in space, humanity's advantage became clear. Captain Sarah Okonkwo commanded the ISS Liberty, humanity's first combat-rated spacecraft, hastily retrofitted with railguns and missile pods. It was crude compared to Vakrian technology, but when her crew boarded the damaged alien vessels, they moved with a confidence that terrified their opponents. Human Marines stormed through corridors in powered armor, but even without it they were formidable. They could sprint while carrying equipment that would crush a Vakrian. They could withstand G-forces during combat maneuvers that would liquefy alien internal organs. Their bones were dense, their muscles compact and powerful, their cardiovascular systems masterpieces of high-pressure efficiency. One Vakrian officer, trapped in his command chair as human soldiers secured the bridge, stared at Captain Okonkwo with something approaching religious awe. "Your world," he whispered through a translator. "It is a nightmare of crushing force. How do you survive such conditions?" How do you not collapse under your own weight? Okonkwo removed her helmet, letting him see her smile. We don't think about it. We're born in it. Every child who learns to walk is conquering a force that would kill you. Every athlete who trains is building strength you can't imagine. We thought we were weak because we hadn't reached the stars yet. She leaned closer, her voice firm but not unkind. You thought we were weak because you measured us by your standards. You didn't realize that every human you've ever met was wearing a weighted training suit called Earth. You never saw us at full strength. Commander Zelthrin, brought before the United Nations in restraints that seemed almost apologetic, gave humanity's leaders a warning that would echo across the galaxy. You will face enemies greater than us, he said, his voice translator crackling. Species with terrible weapons, ancient grudges, and vast armadas. But when they learn what I learned, when they understand that humans are deathworlders forged in high gravity and high oxygen, built to endure what breaks others, they will think twice before testing you. He paused, his alien eyes reflecting something between respect and fear. You don't need to be the most advanced species in the galaxy. You just need to be the most stubborn, the most durable, the most relentlessly persistent, and from what I've seen you already are. As the Vakrian fleet limped away from Earth's orbit, carrying news of their defeat, humanity looked upward at the stars with new understanding. They weren't weak. They'd simply been practicing their whole lives in a gym that would kill most of the galaxy. The age of human expansion had begun, and the cosmos would never be the same.